What happens when police corner a notorious Bandidos biker? A dramatic arrest of a Bandidos member unfolds, revealing shocking twists you won't believe. Curious about the chaos that follows? Stay tuned to see what happens next. Background on the Bandidos. The Bandidos Motorcycle Club, founded in 1966 by Don Chambers in Texas, has grown into one of the most infamous motorcycle gangs globally. Known for their motto, "We are the people our parents warned us about," the Bandidos have built a reputation that lives up to this ominous slogan. Initially formed as a brotherhood of bikers, the club quickly ventured into criminal activities. The Bandidos are heavily involved in various illegal enterprises, making headlines for drug trafficking, extortion, and violent confrontations. Their operations span numerous countries, with law enforcement agencies worldwide recognizing them as a significant organized crime group. Members engage in the production and distribution of methamphetamine and cocaine, often collaborating with other criminal organizations for drug supplies. Extortion is another key facet of their operations, where they leverage their fearsome reputation to intimidate and control. Violent confrontations are common, both internally and with rival gangs like the Hells Angels and the Cossacks. These clashes often result in brutal skirmishes, shootings, and even murders, further cementing their fearsome image. The arrest incident. The arrest of Christopher Michael Garcia, a high-ranking member of the Bandidos Motorcycle Club, followed months of meticulous surveillance and tracking by law enforcement. Authorities have been closely monitoring Garcia, known for his involvement in various criminal activities. Utilizing advanced surveillance techniques, including wiretaps and undercover operatives, they gathered substantial evidence against him. The build-up to the arrest was intense. Law enforcement officials coordinated a multi-agency task force to ensure the operation's success. They tracked Garcia's movements, carefully planning the best moment to apprehend him without risking public safety. The task force included local police, federal agents, and SWAT teams, all ready to execute a high-stakes operation. On June 5, 2023, Garcia was followed from his residence to a known Bandidos hangout. As he exited his vehicle, officers moved in swiftly. The takedown was executed with precision, with officers surrounding Garcia and ordering him to the ground. He was apprehended without any shots fired, minimizing the risk to everyone involved. The dramatic elements of the takedown included the sheer scale of the operation and the seamless coordination among various law enforcement agencies. This arrest marked a significant victory in the ongoing battle against organized crime, sending a strong message to the Bandidos and similar groups. Charges and initial court hearings. Following the arrest of Christopher Michael Garcia, a high-ranking member of the Bandidos Motorcycle Club, multiple charges were brought against him. These included drug trafficking, possession of illegal firearms, and tampering with evidence. The arrest had uncovered significant evidence linking him to these crimes, which law enforcement had been compiling over months of surveillance and investigation. The initial court hearings were closely watched by both the public and the media. During these hearings, the prosecution presented their case, outlining the charges and the evidence collected. They highlighted Garcia's involvement in orchestrating drug deals and his possession of unlicensed weapons, which posed a significant threat to public safety. Additionally, the prosecution emphasized Garcia's role within the Bandidos, arguing that his high-ranking position made him a danger to the community. In response, the defense argued for Garcia's innocence, questioning the validity of the surveillance methods and the reliability of the evidence. They claimed that Garcia was being unfairly targeted due to his association with the Bandidos and that the charges were exaggerated. The defense sought to cast doubt on the prosecution's case, aiming to secure a more lenient outcome for their client. The judge, taking into account the arguments from both sides, decided to proceed with a trial. This set the stage for a legal battle that would determine the future of Christopher Michael Garcia and potentially impact the operations of the Bandidos Motorcycle Club. Inside the Bandidos, reaction and impact. The arrest of Christopher Michael Garcia sent shockwaves through the Bandidos Motorcycle Club. Internally, members were taken aback by the swift action and precision of law enforcement. Garcia held a significant position within the club, and his apprehension created a power vacuum and uncertainty about the club's future operations. Experts on organized crime suggest that such arrests can lead to internal strife and power struggles within the gang. Former Bandidos members, speaking anonymously, revealed that Garcia's role as a sergeant-at-arms made him integral to maintaining discipline and enforcing the gang's code. His absence left a noticeable gap in leadership, causing potential unrest among the ranks. Law enforcement officials believe that Garcia's arrest might temporarily disrupt the Bandidos' activities, especially in regions where he had significant influence. However, they also caution that such gangs are resilient and often have contingency plans in place. The immediate impact might be a slowdown in their operations as they regroup and re-strategize. The morale within the club likely took a hit, with members wary of further law enforcement actions. The arrest also served as a stark reminder of their vulnerability, potentially leading to increased paranoia and tighter internal security measures. Despite this, the Bandidos are expected to continue their activities, adapting to the new leadership dynamics and law enforcement pressures. Legal battle and defense strategy. The legal battle following Christopher Michael Garcia's arrest was intense and complex. The prosecution built a strong case, leveraging extensive evidence gathered through surveillance, including wiretaps and undercover operations. They aimed to portray Garcia as a significant threat, emphasizing his role in drug trafficking, possession of illegal firearms, and tampering with evidence. The prosecution also highlighted his position as sergeant-at-arms, responsible for enforcing the gang's violent code. In response, the defense focused on discrediting the prosecution's evidence. They argued that the surveillance methods used were intrusive and possibly violated Garcia's rights. They also questioned the reliability of the informants and undercover agents involved in the case. The defense sought to create reasonable doubt by emphasizing the lack of direct evidence, linking Garcia to violent acts during the Red River shootout. Key moments in the trial included testimonies from former gang members turned informants, which added unexpected twists. One informant revealed internal disputes within the Bandidos, potentially undermining the defense's portrayal of Garcia as a mere club member caught in a bad situation. Legal maneuvers, such as motions to suppress certain evidence, added to the courtroom drama. The courtroom was often tense, with dramatic cross-examinations and strategic objections. The trial was a high-stakes battle, with both sides employing every available tactic. Ultimately, the outcome would significantly impact Garcia's future and the broader operations of the Bandidos Motorcycle Club. Verdict and consequences. The verdict in the trial of Christopher Michael Garcia was eagerly anticipated. After weeks of deliberation and presenting evidence, the jury found Garcia guilty of drug trafficking and possession of illegal firearms, but not guilty of tampering with evidence. The mixed verdict elicited immediate reactions from both sides. The prosecution expressed satisfaction with the outcome, emphasizing that Garcia's conviction would disrupt the Bandidos' criminal operations and send a strong message to other gang members. Law enforcement officials hailed the verdict as a significant victory in their ongoing efforts to combat organized crime, highlighting the meticulous work that led to Garcia's apprehension and conviction. The defense, while disappointed, noted that the acquittal on the tampering charge showed that not all accusations held up under scrutiny. Garcia's legal team announced plans to appeal, arguing that the surveillance methods and evidence used against him were flawed. They maintained that Garcia was unfairly targeted due to his association with the Bandidos. Garcia was sentenced to 15 years in federal prison for drug trafficking and possession of illegal firearms. Family members and supporters expressed their dismay, describing the sentence as harsh. The courtroom was filled with a mix of relief and tension as the judge handed down the sentence. This verdict and sentencing marked a pivotal moment in the ongoing battle against the Bandidos Motorcycle Club, underscoring the law's reach into the heart of organized crime. Aftermath and future implications. The aftermath of Christopher Michael Garcia's arrest and conviction has significant implications for the Bandidos Motorcycle Club and similar organizations. The conviction dealt a substantial blow to the Bandidos operations, particularly given Garcia's high-ranking position. This disruption could lead to internal power struggles as the club seeks to fill the leadership void left by Garcia. Law enforcement agencies view this conviction as a critical victory and a blueprint for future operations against organized crime. The success of this case may encourage more aggressive surveillance and undercover efforts to infiltrate and dismantle similar gangs. Authorities are likely to continue targeting key figures within these organizations, aiming to weaken their structural integrity and criminal capabilities. For the Bandidos, the response will likely involve tightening internal security and possibly retaliating against perceived threats. They may also attempt to regroup and reinforce their ranks to maintain their criminal activities. The conviction could serve as a cautionary tale within the gang, prompting members to adopt more covert methods to avoid detection. The broader implications extend to other motorcycle clubs engaged in criminal activities. Seeing the effectiveness of law enforcement strategies in this case might deter some from high-profile illegal activities, while others might escalate their operations to assert dominance. The ongoing battle between law enforcement and organized crime is poised to intensify, with each side adapting to the other's tactics. Well, that's a wrap-up for today. Thanks for watching. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. What do you think will happen next in the ongoing battle between law enforcement and the Bandidos? Let us know in the comments below.